starts, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Today, we've got a compelling AFC matchup for you, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. First play, and Wilson wants to throw it. Incomplete to open things up.
Anytime a ball is thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch it. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
The first carry now. This is Williams. And a short gain across the 15 to the 17-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And it is caught. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Partner, that's excellent timing right there. Breaking out the route and being able to hit it right when he stops.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Man open, he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 16 yards, a little deja vu from the previous play where they got 16.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
They give it to Williams, running right. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Williams going to get it again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line. So that short gain on first down quickly negated. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
On 3rd down, Wilson.
危ね。あんなところ投げちゃダメだけどよく取った。危ね。
It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Now a give up the middle to Williams. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's a 2nd and 4. Here's Wilson. As he throws there, incomplete.
I I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. It was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Wilson. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Chidobe with a pick. No doubt, a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
We're scoreless after 1.
With no score.
Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Bengals in control of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
On 1, ready?
Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
綺麗にまた取られたな。
And a pretty good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Back to Mixon on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 1, ready?
Here's a 2nd and 8. Here's Burrow. This goes out wide from Mixon. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
Off the play fake, here's Burrow. This is caught. Touchdown, Bengals.
これだけで追いつかなかった。
Chase on the touchdown throw from Joe Burrow. And the Bengals post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
And they're on 17-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Wilson's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
32-yard line.
Throwing is Wilson. He completes this to Sutton. So the completion good for 6 yards, and it's second down. A great job there, Charles, just to hold on, absorb that contact. I guess that's the risk you take catching the ball toward the middle of the field.
It is, and if you're going to gain yardage, you're going to have to go there at some point. But how about the read, okay? The eyes of that play, stepping out from the middle of the field and really making a big hit. Did not get free, but boy, that's a tough area to go into when you're going into his spot.
Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Good for a Denver Broncos. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Wilson will throw again. Screen play set up for Williams. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Pass complete to Judy on the out route. Calling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the 8-yard line.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. On second down, Williams. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. The completion on first didn't get much, and now the run on second doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation. Already down on his play sheet, trying to dial up a big third down play.
Now Wilson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be stopped well short. Only 2 yards there, 4th and 3. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson.
早すぎたね。
And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th.
やっちまった。
This 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And they may be content to take this 7-0 lead into the locker room. We'll see. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Just say.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
いや強いわこの人。いやーダメだな俺は。
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Just the 1 touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this 3rd quarter from their 25-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. Mixon will get it to start the 2nd half. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the 2nd half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Burrow now off the bootleg, sliding out of the pocket. He gets this in the hands of Mixon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
It wasn't a goal line situation, but how about the goal line formation on 3rd and short? They went in, went heavy. No surprise on who was going to get the football. How about the power exhibited there?
Yeah, that was just put a hat on a hat, drive forward. Nice job to pick it up.
マジかよ。うめえなこの人。
64 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Burrow looking to pass. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air and defensively. They were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position. They'll try to get this running game going with Williams. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off, and try and chip someone at the second level.
They run it again with Williams. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on third down, Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Broncos first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they were right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. They'll get about 6 there as he takes this one down to the 24-yard line.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
On second down, here's Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Now it's Wilson. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. We've played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. They go back to the ground with Williams. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
At the 12-yard line.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And now here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line.
これはランコミだな、確実に。
That last play backwards a yard. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak, not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
Wilson. And this pass excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
The kick by Lutz is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
さて、ランを止めないと。
The Bengals drive about to get going. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go.
まくれちゃうの？やばっ。
But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays
Yeah.
that are going to gain yardage. How would you say
Matka.
it? Consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run.
Wow.
Pile up the first downs. And the goal, end the game with your quarterback kneeling down at the end, and you still have the lead.
They're trying to eat some clock with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead to the game. Just keep that clock ticking.
あの
at the 42-yard line.
Here we go.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. 88 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score. As a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not,
well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
11.
They're passing here. Joe Burrow.
Ooh.
It is intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Broncos will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Oh my, how the tables have turned now. They were trying to salt this one away, but that interception, potentially a game changer.
and I've just got to think to myself at this point of the game, I know you've been aggressive. I know that's your MO, and that's fine. And all those teams that talk about all gas, no brakes, you better have the emergency lever to pull occasionally. They could have used it right there. They put themselves in a tough spot with that interception.
They'll try to set up the screen. It's complete. And this one's going to go the right way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
ああ、もう自分の首絞めてる。
20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. Wilson to throw. And he will find his man Sutton. It's complete.
危ね。
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
But he picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. There's Wilson. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Williams. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 seconds to go in half number 2.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Throwing now is Wilson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And the Broncos are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
ダメだダメだ、サーバー頑張れ。うわ、嘘ー。ふざけんなよ。てかこの時間に絶対切れすぎじゃない？はあ、マジかよ。